she would like to know that this movie obviously did very well in the first weekend around the world and in the U.S. Beat X-Men, your highest opening to date. So, thoughts when this news first hit you?
Oh, of course, you make films and you hope that the audiences respond. That is sometimes there are films you love but they don't do well. But of course this film was really made for audiences, for young and old, and we really wanted to entertain. So it makes me very, very happy that people are enjoying it and that it's a success.
Okay, so counting in your voice roles in Kung Fu Panda movies, and then with this movie, as you were saying, this is a movie for young and old, this is something that you're consciously trying to take on, like roles that are more family-oriented or old age appropriate?
I'm sure that my children have something to do with it. It makes me very happy that this was the first time all of my kids, Kung Fu Panda, of course, my children can see, but I have children from almost 6 years old to almost 13 years old, my children. So this is the first time they all were excited and they all came to the premiere and they all enjoyed it. And so this was, so I'm sure that's part of my motivation, is I want to be able to share my art with my children when I can.
Okay, so why cast Vivian in the movie? And was she scared or intimidated by your appearance in the film?
Vivian, well, the reason we cast Vivian is because if you see the film, you realize she's a little kid. She was 4 at the time, and it needed to be a very little child that really liked my character. And when she looked at me, they didn't see a monster. And when we were on set, I met little children who would come visit the crew, and somebody's son or daughter would come and visit. And when they saw me, they cried, or they just froze in fear. So we realized that, because the movie is not too scary for children, but in person, my character was very scary for children in person. So the only child that was comfortable with me was Vivian, and she's we call her my shadow. She likes to stay at my side no matter what I do. So she was never scared of the way I looked. She just sees mommy, no matter. I can try to be scary, but she won't. She just sees her mom and smiles no matter what I look like.
So how do you think she came off in the movie, and would you encourage her to continue to become an actress, perhaps?
I think she was sweet in the movie, but of course I'm biased. I'm her mommy. So, no, I think we won't stop our children from becoming actors, but we would be interested if they do other things, and if they are actors, we will insist that they are not only actors, that they try other things with their lives and they do other things with their lives, because it's an unusual profession that I think is not as well. You need to be more well-rounded.
So a lot of Chinese audiences consider you as a goddess to them.
Oh.
Yet you took on a role that's an iconic villain, a monster to many people before they see the movie. So what was the motivation for you when you took on this role?
Well, I think it's what's nice about this film, and especially for women, is it's how you perceive. She's always been perceived to be evil, and I think a lot of people, everybody has had a moment where people think they know who we are, but of course there's more levels, and so in fact, in the end, I don't think she's evil, and I think that she's a very complex woman that will fight to defend her life and what she believes in, and I think she's actually very noble, but she does make a terrible mistake when she is abused and then she becomes the abuser, and that is a lesson that I think is very important for people to learn. So I hope people will see the movie and they will appreciate that she is more than evil, and that will be a good story for them.
how did that design come about?
Well, part of it, of course, I was a little girl once, and I always found this character very interesting. I liked her. She was my favorite Disney character. I think because when I was younger, there weren't many representations of strong women in animation, in America at least, and I found her fascinating, and she was so elegant and so powerful. And I loved her voice, and she had this very 1940s almost glamorous look in the original animation. And so we wanted to pay respect to the original with the lips and so most of it is simply based on the original animation. And then on top of that, we decided we would just kind of make. I have a fake nose, so my nose is more strong, and my cheeks are stronger. So we kind of decided that everything would be a kind of enhanced and a bit. So she's like a creature.
So can you talk a little bit about the cheekbones in the movie?
Mm-hmm.
How was that done? Was that makeup? Was that special effects?
It was we had prosthetic pieces. It's like a rubbery piece, and they glue them on in the morning. And we tried bigger ones and smaller ones, and we tried all different crazy things, and we ended up with this, which I thought was very bold for Disney to allow me to have all the things, because of course you're never sure that something's going to work when you try it, if people will like it.
So obviously a lot of action sequences in this film. Was it a hard shoot for you?
It was, but it was fun because my children are homeschooled, so they were able to be with me all the time and playing on the fairy mound, and so that's the joy of doing a Disney movie. Even though it's very hard work, you're able to play with your family, and it has a good energy on set, usually. So, and I like the action scenes. Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.